Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. This might be the final video in the Apple Arcade series, so if it is, I'm quite happy that I've chosen this game. I'm going to play Jetpack Joyride 2. I've played the first one on PS3 and PS Vita and even Android back in the day, so I'm kind of curious what it's going to be. If it's going to be the exact same thing, or if it's going to be more twists and levels and stuff, so I'm quite curious about it. As ever, the point of these videos isn't to finish the game, it's just to show what happens when you click it for the first time. Is there like a lengthy tutorial? Is there additional downloads? You know, sometimes some games you best start at home and then you can play later on the go. I will try and switch about halfway through to a controller to see what that experience is like. Last week we had Card Jockey and that didn't have controller support. So it's not guaranteed, but so far most of the Apple Arcade games have used it. So let's get into Jetpack Joyride 2. I do like the Apple startup. It's quite nice. Oh, it's still half brick, I remember them. So I'm using... Okay, we're straight in. So I have a iPhone 14 Pro, so I'll talk about the dynamic island if it's in the way. And at the moment, you see the crack in the guy's face shield helmet, that's the word. The dynamic island is kind of just ever so slightly to the right of it. So yes, he is covered by it.
Oh.
Yep, that's the tapping. I'm tapping with my right hand down by the dynamic island, so I'm trying not to cover up the screen. Yeah, Jetpack Joyride. It's such... Oh, it was such a fun game. I remember playing on the PS3, and I was kind of annoyed that it some part of it broke. I wonder if the online was cancelled or some aspect of it was stopped. So I got to the point where I could do stuff, but it wouldn't unlock anything else, so it kind of just gets stuck. So every time I loaded the game, it went back to where it was. It was a bit of a shame. But like I said, I also played this on the Vita, and that was fun as well. So far, it looks exactly the same, but pretty. As you imagine, this is widescreen, and everything looks really cool. But familiar. Ooh, we have a new weapon. So this is new. And then before, you didn't have a gun. You just had your machine gun jetpack. Well, that was the base one anyway. You could always upgrade it. The game that came out on PS3 and Vita was an upgraded version of the original. So it had additional machines and additional sort of gimmicks in the game. So this gun one is a new gimmick as well. So power-ups. Looks slightly different. Let's see if it's the same as what I remember it being. Okay, so it was a little different. Sometimes you get power-ups which you would be more like tokens. So at the end of level, put in a slot machine with the tokens, and you get stuff out of it. Aha, vehicles over in, yeah. Okay, that's very familiar. And so is that kind of animation style. Ooh, it's a weapon. Interesting. Look at us. You can see top left, the vehicle has health. So I clipped one of these and then knocked my health down. Okay. I don't remember there ever being a boss. Interesting. I bet we're going to use one of the weapons we got. There we go. Okay, so they're not heat-seeking missiles. Ooh. Oh my god, I've got a health bar now. Before, it's like one hit and you're down. So they're really made this game much more accessible. Not that the other one wasn't that accessible, but it's kind of one hit and you're out kind of situation. This, I've got a health bar, the vehicles have a health bar, even the bad guy has a health bar. Ooh, crystals, yep. So, as before, you can upgrade to the things you collect. So before there was no kind of hub, it was just you just restart it from the beginning, and the idea was to beat your high score and do objectives. Already this end screen is something that I've never seen before. They've properly given the game progression. It's kind of nice. They are kind of what are we doing? Click. Yeah, it's not just assuming that you're a brand new player. It's kind of assuming that you've played the game before or you know about it. So it's got a bit of a nice welcoming feel to it. While also teaching you the basics anyway. Yep, that was the same. Daily rewards. And that's kind of the tutorial. So in less than 10 minutes, we've done the tutorial, we've done upgrades, we've been introduced. If you can see on the right here, you can get some fun costumes. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Not a lot of skins, not a lot of jetpacks. I wonder if this is a fairly new game or not. So on this screen, the dynamic island isn't in the way. But the arcade box is quite difficult to read on this screen. And looking at the TV, that purple box with arcade written in it looks quite difficult as well. Gonna look into settings. So let's have a look. Languages. Oh, there's quite a few there. But nothing for graphic options. Nothing here that says controller. So we'll see later about that. Yep, that's where we're up to. Missions. Yeah, this is what the PS3 version and the Vita version had as well. So some things are the same, some things are different. Let's hit play. What's next? Last minute, I didn't get all the trophies for the PS3 and Vita versions either. Again, I can't really do it anymore because the online functionality is gone, so it doesn't connect, and it kind of broke the game a little bit. Hey, if you guys know any way around it, let me know in the comments. I wouldn't mind getting back into that a bit more. Diamonds, coins. Boost. Whoa. Looks really cool. Health? Well, okay. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed him. Again, I'm controlling close to the dynamic island on the right side of my right thumb, so I'm trying not to block the screen as much as I can. And of course, it's a wider screen, it's iPhone 14 Pro. Even though some things are a little blocked, not totally blocked. I imagine playing with your sort of left thumb might be more convenient. I'm right-handed, so for me it's a bit more natural to use my right thumb for this. As you can see, it's getting faster. Ooh, first one gone. And they're taking a little bit more help. Oh, that's nice. There's some sort of attraction to me. It'll be interesting to see if we've got access to all other areas, or if it's just going to be the science bay over and over again. Because before you'd go from room 1 to room 2 to room 3, each one have a different theme. Like I remember one of the more difficult ones was when you get to the volcano theme in the original game. That was fast and difficult. Oh, yada. Of course we don't have any magnets. One of the upgrades you could get in the original game was a magnet. So all the coins would just automatically come to you. So that's it. At the moment we're doing sector after sector. And it could be more like an introduction to the game. Whereas before you just keep going until you couldn't go no more. Yeah, I imagine that's what the endless is going to be on that right side. That'll probably be more like the traditional mode. Everything's locked at the moment because we're still quite early on, I imagine. So let's see what the present is. Oh, that's the daily reward, I forgot. Okay. So my guess is we just keep playing and we make our way through these. And eventually we unlock other parts of the game. Hopefully. There's quite a lot of places. There's a lot to unlock. It'll definitely keep you going for a while. But it does have a commute feel to it. And that's kind of fine. Very reminiscent of its original release. Hey, feel free to talk in the comments about how you played it before. I said for me, Vita, PS3 were kind of the big ones for me. I even played the original back on Android. Yeah, God, I could have played it on iPhone as well. It's 10 years old. I might have had like I can't remember what iPhone it was. Before I came to Japan, I did have an iPhone. When I gave that to my mum, and I got myself an Android when I got here. I think that's what happened. So many years ago, who knows? Oh, forgot about these. Yeah, those ray things. I remember there being all sorts of challenges like run as far as you can. Like try not to kill anyone. Those were really difficult ones. As we get faster, it's more difficult to dodge these things. So my health's really low. Ah, there we go. And these you could upgrade as well in the original. like I said before, with like magnets and stuff. I think I ended up with all my vehicles being gold. So one of the original trophies I couldn't get on PS3 or Vita was the break the wall differently. Apparently there was like a way to start the game without breaking the wall, or there was something like that, was a trophy, and I never worked out how to do it. Feel free to put in the comments if you got all the trophies for this game. I'm gonna skip that for now. Because every time we play, it seems we get experience, so it's fine. So we've unlocked power-ups now. That was a fun animation. Alright, so we can upgrade the crossfire.
Oh.
It's pretty blunt, forcing you to do stuff, but it's mostly clear. Like you could see there was an animation effect, so you could see the values go up. I could click this, and you could see you could level up the speed boost. You can level up the flamethrower when you get more pieces. Missions, we've got one, so let's claim that. Blueprints, interesting. So we go to power-ups. We've got 5, let's put 5 in. Ooh, purple box. Yep, lots of coins. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's working. We got a lot of cards. Okay. A piggy bank. I don't remember that being. Oh. No, I do remember that one flies. Yeah. Let's upgrade. You can see the top right, or middle of the top right, we've got the coins. So we've got coins to upgrade this. And this one. Oh, we can upgrade again. Oh, we got a lot of cards for this. I don't want to spend all my money on this. Let's upgrade the other ones as well. The weapons in this game kind of have a kind of Ratchet and Clank kind of feel to it. They are zany and novel. It's really cool. Well, that was a interesting few minutes, wasn't it? We got a lot of upgrades there. So now we've upgraded, let's try and finish that level. Even the sort of delay, pressing the button and rising, feels very much the same. Because there's bullets, so it takes a while to get some momentum. You do feel that. Oh, jump that when I'm there. It's interesting, I felt like that was more in the right side than the left side. You can freeze the researchers or the people working. Interesting. feel like I want some of these warnings a bit more central, or a bit more sticking out a bit more. So my character's so far to the left, and the warnings are so far to the right. It doesn't quite work, especially when the UI is a bit more central. And I would like a heads up to be a bit closer to the center where like the UI is, and way off in the right side. I'm a little bit surprised that it hasn't come out on the Switch, but of course, it being Apple Arcade, games do tend to be exclusive there. I don't know how long the exclusivity might last for. Of course, if the Vita's still going, it would have been real fun to have this back on there. This game's been out on so many platforms. What have you guys played the most on? I genuinely think it could be for me PS3, Android, and Vita are the top 3 systems I played it on. There's something fun about coming to it every day, just for like 5 minutes on the PS3. Oops. Okay, so I understand what you've got to do now. Avoid them. Like a true old boss fight on like the 16 and 8-bit days where the bosses have a pattern and you've got to read it. They do hurt you, that's the problem. If you don't understand the pattern or you don't understand what to do quickly, you have to do this more than once, I imagine. Even the upgrades, it does feel like a bit of a bullet sponge. Hey ho, it's done. Garage. I wonder if that's where we can tune up the vehicles and level them up. Yep, garage is unlocked, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Seems the blueprints I've picked up earlier must have been for this one then. Okay. There's no hints or other things could be. One of the fun ones from the last game was that dragon. It was really cool to ride that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to pick up the controller. It's an Xbox Series X or Series S controller. It's one of the blue ones. So turn it on the Bluetooth. Let's see, nothing on the screen has changed. Often in games we get icons changing or like A does this, B does this appearing on the screen. So nothing's happened. So okay, you can see that on the right side. I'm using the D-pad on the left side. Well, there's only one D-pad, yeah. So let's hit start. I'm going to use A. Okay. Okay, feels pretty responsive. I don't sense any delay here. What's nice is, like I said, I was using the right side to press down with my thumb. So the bottom right is where I was doing it. And it did feel like it was blocking some of the warnings. Now, using the controller, I've got the whole screen free. This is This is a very, very familiar feeling. Wow, I never would have guessed that I was missing Jetpack Joyride in my life. Maybe you still play it? I might have tried playing it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and that's why I found out that the PS3 version doesn't work properly anymore. Maybe even 4 years ago. Ah, no. I don't want to waste any gems. Well, gonna go back in. Let's try and finish this level. Maybe try and do a couple more. I don't think this video is going to be too long. It's Jetpack Joyride, better graphics, more things to do. It's kind of what I was hoping it would be. It's not a reinvention, taking what's good, adding a little bit more to it. Now, what might be interesting is how long it takes to unlock Endless mode. Because Endless was kind of what the last game, or the first game was going to be, or what it was. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not that much, doesn't do that much damage though. Well, on the screen, I do think that aspect of the game is perhaps a little bit more difficult. How much is on the screen? But the resolution is really good, so everything's really crisp and clear. Busy. I would feel like the game did get busy in the original, and not until much later. But there's so many rockets, so many things on the screen now. It's a little bit too much too quick, if I'm honest. Ooh. Yeah, taking a lot more bullets now to defeat them. There's not so much attack or survive. You know what, I'm going to revive because look how close I am. I'm right at the end there. Oh, that's a cool animation. You see, I was right at the depth. Now they get a shield. How cute. What's this? Okay, a new vehicle we can use. He's got a mustache. Yeah, so B gets you back. So let's have a look. Missions. There's no kind of claim all button, which you get in a lot of games, which would be quite useful. or if there is a button, it doesn't tell me which one of these on the controller does it. It just says at the bottom there, press action to continue. Action's the A button on this controller. So we unlocked the factory. That's new. This I didn't expect. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do here. Okay, I've got to do what it wants me to do. Again, that's the thing. I'm just pressing the action button on the controller. So, okay. You can see we've got 2 coins out of however many that is, and no gems. So we also have the garage. We've got the new vehicle. I don't remember seeing this before. Doesn't give us any information or anything useful. So let's play another round. $580 target, okay. A little confusing that there are rockets coming and you can't do anything about it. But if you've played the game before, you know that that's kind of how it was before. There will just be rockets flying at you from the side. So obviously there's some you can destroy and some you cannot. So for me, that's not a big problem. It just would be nice if it was just a little clearer for newer players. Like you can see the big exclamation marks and they're red. Maybe most people might get it. And besides, if you get hit, you're not dead straight away, so live and learn. Oh, these are always a little tricky. This is the flying one. Oh no, this is different. A literal, oh, I missed it. A literal piggy bank, okay. Yeah, before I'm pretty sure there was one that was just flying pig. Oh, so close. And no, I'm not going to spend the money. So what else we got? Oh, we can upgrade stuff. There it is. I couldn't find the cursor. Alright, let's give that a go. Oop. Yeah, we need a bit more for it to be a bit clearer where the cursor is. It doesn't always seem to do what you want it to do, but it's fine. Again, there's no real huge punishment for that at this point in the game. Oh, okay. My God. Okay. Wasn't gonna be any use for it to me. What about health packs? I guess that's something. Ooh, new shift. Okay, what happens here? Oh, this is very different. So I'm controlling, going up and down. And this is attacking and destroying. There's no control with the analog stick. This is just gonna go forward. That was really strange. Huh. It's a little weird that there seems to be no marker where I was before. Unless we really went past it while we were in space. In the last game I could have sworn that there was like a marker so you knew how far you got to in the last time you played it. Like what your best one was before. Okay, so what's this? Boss or Pinata? Boss, okay. Blue, white ones we can shoot. Red ones we leave alone. So the blue and white ones can... Oh, yeah. But like the blue and white ones can attack you a little bit. There we go. Not exactly difficult, but worth watching out for. What's this? Yeah, I wonder what they are. Well, we'll play one more and see what they do. Maybe if you run into them on the ground, they damage you. We seem to be giving everyone high fives, so maybe that's what it does. It means we can now high five. Kind of like the pet the animal kind of mod. A little faster, a little crowded. Some of those rockets go really fast. The warning's there such a short time, and then it just shoots straight across the screen at you. I have to go a bit autopilot and just do your best to avoid it. Trying to focus. Sorry if there's not a lot of commentary. I'm going to say it feels very much like Jetpack Joyride. Look at that. Oh, I don't think that was worth it. Come on, I'll hit 630. Get me out of here. You have to defeat these guys and then they'll let me continue. That could be it. This is a boss? Oh no, it's these guys. Okay, the question is going to be, how do you get the buttons do what? Oh, those do it. That does a lot of damage. I can't move backwards or forwards. I'm stuck in this position. Or I judge the bounce. Red one nearly. Oh no. Well, we're really going to have to level up our guns and health to get through there. That's tough, that's for sure. They are bullet sponges. Let's have a look at this new core. Okay, so we have enough gems for that. Interesting. Health and attack have reset, but also gone up. Like, how do I look at stats of this thing? So it doubles everything. Okay. Ah, I can't see it. So arcade mode is just unlocked. So let's have a look at arcade. Complete legitimate research. So that's maybe what's going to happen at the factory. Maybe one of these will unlock legitimate research. We'll see. So arcade will probably be the last thing we'll look at. So let's go in. Okay, there's some challenges there. The modes rotating in and out sounds a little bit weird, especially because you got to pay to get them. We're not paying much. That's an interesting way to get into a level. Now Now that's more like the traditional game of one hit, done. Okay, even though we didn't do very well, we got something. Let's just play that again. Now I've got a rough idea what to do. Okay, I didn't even do much better then. But again, we've still got stuff. But, as they say in England, third time's the charm. So let's try that. Let's see if it works for us. Okay, watch out for all the missiles. Some of them move up and down the screen. Where you are, where you've just been. Ooh, that purple one gives you a bonus for it. Oh wow, it's again. Oh, it was getting really tight, and it was getting faster. That's definitely a challenge. I think calling it arcade mode is a little generous, but yes, that's a much better score and much more XP for that. Let's unlock them and see what they are. Okay, let's try the football one out. How do we do this? So we've got invincibility on. Okay, I'm trying to be a goalkeeper here. This is interesting. This is a fun twist on the gimmick. No, got 2 health left. I've got to shoot firing the balls back. Kills them. What was this one going to do? Wow, there's some skill to this. You gotta try and hit at the correct angles to defeat the robots. Interesting. Surprising amount of force has gone into this mode. Oh, that dived under. The blue one bounces a lot. The white one curves. But I'm okay with that. That was a good score. Especially for the first time. Well, I guess that means we might as well do the final one, the gravity race. So we've got to collect timers for this one, and that's the gravity suit. When you press the jump button enough, you could hang around in the middle. Okay, we want to stay in the blue. Okay, I don't get this one that much. Oh, this is messing with my mind. Oh. Yeah, that one was maybe a little too difficult and not that fun compared to the others. The soccer one is probably better. Well, it was better by a long way. Oh no, I don't want to play again. So I hit B and it paused it. So I'm going to go menu. So I'm going to call that the end of the video there. That's Jetpack Joyride 2. nostalgic. It has all the feels of the original game, but with a lot more. My only concern is really with the game when you're on the running through the levels, it gets busy. It gets really busy, the screen, a little bit too soon. Oh, I just noticed on the jetpack, something's unlocked. There. Have we got anything?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yes, the PS3 version had this as well, or something similar. So what's that do? Attracted coins, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah. Alright, so yes, this game is fun. It kind of reminds me of the old game. It's got some new bits added on that seem to work well with it. Shame the Endless isn't unlocked at the beginning, but I can understand why. They kind of want to teach you how to play it. As I said before, main concern is basically sometimes it's a little bit much on the screen. And Dynamic Island does get in the way of some of the characters. Mostly the scientists. Our main guy seems to be kind of central or a bit to the left. As for the phone, only a little bit warm, so I wouldn't worry about that. And I would say this is a good choice for commuting, because you can just, if you have to get off somewhere, just die. You get all the XP for it, and that's fine. So that's Jetpack Joyride 2. And I'm not too sure yet, but it might be the final one in the Apple Arcade series. There are many other games on just the general iTunes store that I'm really curious about. And plus, I gotta pay for iTunes, Apple Arcade. I gotta pay for it, so I think I've done enough videos. But we'll see what happens next week. So until then, or maybe until I catch you checking out other videos on the site. We have other playlists, we even have YouTube shorts. But until then, take care.